Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy 203X back in the building. Alright, feel me? Day 2, no face cam. Shit kind of sad. Feel me? Fuck it, I'm about to start using my phone. But anyways, bro, today we finna react to the dark reality of Andrew Tate's rise to fame era. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. Fuck it. But anyways, bro, as we all know by now, Andrew Tate has literally been going ballistics, bro. And for whatever reason, or the reason is unknown, feel me? But yeah, let's get straight into the video.
Andrew "COBRA" Tate is currently the most viral person in the world. Literally. More people are searching for him than Kim Kardashian, the NHL.
Wait, whoa. Niggas more... NHL's ass, that's why. But Kim Kardashian is crazy. Anyways, bro, like, what's this man's marketing scheme, bro?
Joe Biden, and the entire country of Romania, which is where he currently resides. He gained over 2 million followers in the past few weeks, and that doesn't even represent how much he gained over 2 million followers in the past few weeks, and that doesn't even represent how much dominance he's had over all of social media in the past few months. Why? Well, every couple of years, social media gets introduced to a new self-proclaimed alpha male, red pill finance expert who flaunts his lifestyle and work ethic, who is idolized by a community of other males online. But Andrew is not just a typical phony that's pretending to be something he's not for a little bit of YouTube views and Instagram followers. He really is a multi-millionaire. He really is a kickboxing world champion, but he's also accused of being a money laundering Romanian mafia ally who runs a global sex trafficking business while selling his Make Money Fast course, dubbed Hustlers University, to his millions of followers. Most videos covering
link down below.
He just focused on the surface level stuff he says for views.
If my chick said I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right, cool. All right.
Why would what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman. You're doing OnlyFans. You're selling my product.
Your product.
Yes, correct. Next question.
No.
That's the world we live in.
And she want him to come back.
Now, females are entitled and fucking lazy.
Another thing I learned is that women are only loyal to the dick they're sucking.
He says these shocking and bewildering ideals to get a rise out of people. Those reactions, whether they're
bro, do y'all think it's facts or not? Let me know down below, bro.
They're bad, lead to more views and obviously fame and followers. A strategy as old as time.
I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time.
He isn't playing a character. He does believe what he says. But the way he says these things is calculated. You can find hours and hours of content where he sits down and talks about things like, should you let your girlfriend go to the club? And can your girlfriend have a guy best friend? But I want to go deeper. Where does this behavior come from? Why does he have all these shocking allegations against him? Let's take a look at the dark side of Andrew Tate. Andrew's father, Emory Tate, was described by his peers as somewhat of a superhero. He was a staff sergeant in the US Air Force. He was fluent in Russian, Spanish, German, and English. A martial artist as well.
Bro, I high-key be struggling to learn Spanish. And it's... Yeah, I got a tee up.
Most notably, he was a chess international master who had many victories over grandmasters. A grandmaster is the highest level you can achieve as a chess player. To this day, the chess world is confused why he was never officially a GM when he met all of the qualifications. Emory was a trailblazer and inspiration for black chess players around the world.
You know a nigga look elegant. Look at his hand positioning, bro.
Unfortunately, chess doesn't pay the bills. Emory was poor. He competed in tournaments and pickup games in the park for money to get to his next location or next meal. He raised his 3 children to think like him. Think of life like a chess match. Every move is calculated, knowing what 1, 2, or even 10 moves will come after that. Emory was nomadic, multicultural, and free. He encouraged his children to be the same way. Andrew grew up in Gary, Indiana, notoriously one of the worst places in America. He took a liking to chess. At age 5, he was an Indiana state champion. At 6 years old, he was playing against 3 10-year-olds and winning. Then at age 11, his parents got divorced, and his mother moved him and the kids to Luton, England. This is where he would grow up. Living with his mother meant that he no longer had a chess coach.
No wonder where that... I knew this nigga had a fake ass accent from somewhere.
No longer spent 3 to 4 hours a day with his dad learning strategy. All he had was his younger brother Tristan, which altered his life path immensely.
Wait, so what happened to the third child?
Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop from major retailers like Amazon and Target. You can drop prices
So
automatically.
is the family misogynistic and they left her out?
Picked up fighting around age 15, which became his new passion. Fighting and chess are similar in two ways. Each sport is a one-on-one battle between two people. There's basically no luck involved. Every move, movement, punch, and piece move needs to be calculated. Your opponent must react based on your choice. The biggest difference is that fighting is obviously physically demanding and mentally challenging, whereas chess is only mental. Because of his chess background, he was already mentally ready. As he grew tall and strong, he obeyed his trainer and worked to become a 6'4", 200-pound kickboxing mixed martial artist. In the early 2000s, he fought in an MMA league and a kickboxing league. He had a 3-2 amateur record in the MMA Ultimate Warrior Challenge in the UK. In his pro MMA debut, he knocked out Shane Kavanaugh. However, he stuck to kickboxing since he made more money from it. In his International Sport Kickboxing Association career, he lost his first 2 fights, then went on a 4 consecutive win streak before getting a title shot against Paul Randall in 2009. He won.
How do you get a championship fight in 6 fights?
Cruiserweight championship in this bout. Then he defeated Daniel Hughes for the IKF Cruiserweight title. But before social media dominated our world, someone like Andrew had to resort to more classic media like radio and TV to get his name out there and promote fights. Around 2009, he explored the world of reality TV. The Ultimate Traveler was the first show Andrew appeared on. The concept was 6 amateur backpackers competing for $12,000 by trying to navigate Indonesian challenges with no knowledge of the country. On this show, it was clear Andrew was the same guy he is now, just not a millionaire.
Me and her have completely opposite trade-offs, and she wants the executive class and you know, and a nice hotel, etc. And she expects me to front
Is this Brokey Tate?
my travel of the week money, but I'm not going to. Chloe's really broke and she keeps dropping hints, but it doesn't matter how many hints she drops. I'm not going to spend money unless I want to.
His brother Tristan, who had a very similar life path, was on Shipwrecked, an island survival reality show. The two became go-tos in Europe reality TV for producers that needed tenacious and cocky young men. He got a shot at the ISKA World Light Heavyweight title on a 3-day notice against Frenchman Jean Benoit. He lost. However,
okay. Let's rewind a little bit, bruh. How do you make... Who do you talk to get on reality TV, bruh?
Team submitted a video of the fight and demanded a rematch, in which he was granted, and won the second time by knockout in the 8th round, making him world champion for the very first time.
This is Andrew Tate. I am the ISKA Kickboxing World Champion, the ISKA World's Most Amazing Person. Funny, tall, muscly.
By the time he was 20,
okay, so what's his record looking like?
He had,
because apparently right now it's 6-3,
multiple world titles and successfully defended them. He had a number of different fights in different leagues all around the world, such as Infusion Live, IKF, and ISKA.
This is a world title, and this means that I am the best kickboxer in the world. Now, because I'm so cool, I actually have 2 world titles at 2 different weights. So while you're best in the world at nothing, you're not even the best in your town at anything, I'm the best in the world.
Hey, nigga, relax.
Twice.
Andrew knew he was losing the love for fighting, but he was clearly worried that his life would spiral out of control if he didn't have enough money to keep him from being bored.
If I had enough money to constantly entertain myself, unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life.
It was time to build his empire. In 2015, he quit fighting to solely focus on making money. He sat down with his brother Tristan and said, "How can we get rich?" They spent countless hours on YouTube, researching the Federal Reserve, banking institutions, inflation, investing, and how money works. One day while scrolling through the internet, he saw an ad, "Talk to Live Girls Now," which brought him to a live stream where you can
Whoa. So these niggas was... Alright, here's a backstory to this, bro. They was watching porn, about to... feel me, bust some gallons, and they came across live cams. Then the nigga was like,
okay with a real woman. He immediately realized the opportunity of creating a webcam business because he conveniently had 6 girlfriends in different countries. Evidently, being a world-class
nigga, how?
athlete gets women very interested in you, even if you aren't rich. He told them all to fly to London because he had a business proposal. When they got there, they all looked at each other shocked. 2 of them felt betrayed and left. 4 of them heard his business plan, and only 2 of them stayed. So it was just the Tate brothers and their 2 girls. The girls would do their thing on camera, chat with the men. They had a keyboard that was unplugged, but Andrew would sit behind the computer off camera and talk to the men in the live chat, pretending to be the girl.
Hey, yo. Bruh, is that zesty?
And they would do things or say things in exchange for money. He said he was generating around $3,000 per day.
And once the girls learned they could do it themselves, then I thought, I don't know, I need some more chicks.
In order to grow his business efficiently, he needed to hire women who would offer themselves for his service, but not have the ambition or expertise to build a website, run ads to get traffic, then converse with men online, maintain their finances, pay for the internet, and all the overhead that goes along with running an online business.
A cam girl is much more a therapist than she is a porn star. Like, she can make so much money from showing her whatever, but she makes the big money from making these guys like her, being funny, banter.
Basically, he was building what exists on Twitch today in the hot tub section. At his peak, he had 70...
Whoa. Bruh, is this nigga Tate paying Twitch girls? Or not paying... Wait. Run it back. Nigga, is this nigga... No way.
Basically, he was built...
Bruh, is this nigga on Twitch? Like... I can't even talk. Nigga, are these bitches his girls? Hold on.
What exists on Twitch today in the hot tub section. At his peak, he had 75 women working for him at 4 different locations. However, this was a huge mistake, according to him.
75 women worked for me at the peak of it all. But that was a mistake, because when you have a bunch of girls working for you like that, the only way you can motivate them is with money. When I started, the girls worked for me because they loved me, right? That's the old school pimp game, isn't it?
Downsizing to just 8 women, 4 of which were his girlfriends, and 4 were his brother Tristan's girlfriends, was when they all worked together to make the most money they ever had. Since they were all motivated, and in his words, in love with him, they were able to generate $400,000 a month with his online cam business.
That when a girl worked for me, it was 50-50.
So the girls who loved me and worked for me, my main girlfriends, they'd get probably around 20% of their money. I'd keep 80% of the money they made.
Some people immediately look at this and think, well, he's a pimp.
Nah, the finesse.
EVE Online.
Yeah, chill with the X,
immerses you in a universe with thousands.
You tweaking.
Insinuating that these women are afraid of him, and he's forcing them into doing work that they don't want to do.
People have this idea that, oh, you're a pimp, you just get these girls, you say, work, and they're scared of you and they just work. It's bullshit. I was doing this in London. A girl could have walked out the door any day, called the police on me any day, and they didn't. They wanted to be with me because they genuinely understood that their life was better if they obeyed me.
Olivia, Jesus Christ, I was the second man she ever in her whole life, man. It hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
Andrew uses strong...
What do you mean by that?
Words like obey me, which is what tends to get him in trouble.
What does this... Did I hear that correctly? She looked great.
Jesus Christ, I was the second man she ever in her whole life, man. It hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it...
Yo, bro, is this nigga admitting to the R word right now?
So good for me, so who gives a shit?
Andrew uses strong words like obey.
Me Too movement, nigga?
Me, which is what tends to get him in trouble a lot. His strong diction indicates he is totalitarian and dictator-like, but some people argue that he just speaks as clearly and directly as he can. If he said, "My girls trusted my ambition and leadership," people might not be as shocked. But when you read what he wrote on his website, it insinuates that his girlfriends were coerced into working for him, and maybe didn't leave because of fear. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and none were in the...
Okay, now it's starting to make sense now, right? So if they were fearful, that raises a question. Why? The nigga works for the mafia, bruh. Hey, bruh, and he said it himself. Hey, bro, we might be onto something. We might be onto this nigga.
Entertainment industry before they met me. Sadly, in 2015, Emery Tate passed away unsuspectedly during a chess match in California. He was 56 years old. May he rest in peace. Now retired from fighting, he needs to occupy his time. He gets invited to do the show Big Brother UK for its 17th season. The format of the show is very similar to a typical reality series. A bunch of contestants in a house. They have to do challenges to maintain a status in the house. One person gets voted out each week until the last person ends with a cash prize. But we all know the challenges are like 10% of why people watch, and 90% is for the drama, relationships, toxicity, and chaos that comes with strangers living together. After just 7 days on the show, he was booted off. Andrew says it's because the producers were afraid of a physical altercation taking place, in which obviously Tate would destroy the other men in the house. However, there was a video made public that shocked a lot of people and got him kicked off the show.
Whoa. Whoa.
You message one other guy ever again, whether we're together or not. You understand me? Do you understand me? Did I say the word listen?
Nigga is giving her a...
Did I say the word listen? Bitch.
Tate said that a part of the video was cut out where they were laughing and joking, making him look bad. He also provided a video of the same girl and her response to the outrage on social media, leading people to believe that it was consensual.
Are you gonna do it again? Are you gonna do it like a man this time?
So this nigga hey bruh, he's finagling.
Like a man this time. Last time I beat you
Last time.
like a pussy.
Yeah.
I beat you so bad I've been called a woman beater all over the f***ing country.
Well, to me that was like a pussy. You need to do it like a real man. Or stop taking a belt off.
Regardless, Tate was increasing his reach. His social media started growing slowly but surely. Twitter
Or she might just be a skeezy.
became his new vehicle to stay relevant, and the cam business was making him rich. The next major business move for the Tate brothers was cryptocurrency.
So I was buying Bitcoin when they were $3,000 with my webcam money. Tens of thousands of dollars of Bitcoin. My net worth would be half of what it is if I'd never invested in cryptocurrency. But at the time, I didn't see it as an investment. I was in a world where the people I was dealing with took crypto. It was easier for me to take their crypto than to take big bank payments.
They didn't buy into crypto because they were savvy investors. They insinuated that the business people they were dealing with preferred to use an untraceable and encrypted payment method. Spending tens of thousands of dollars of Bitcoin led them to getting filthy rich, kind of by accident. For the next couple of years, Andrew casually flaunted his lifestyle on Instagram while being very openly supportive of Donald Trump and the MAGA community. He has been seen having dinners and meetings with famous right-wing journalists and politicians. Obviously, this made him a lot of enemies online.
What the fuck is that right wing?
Became the self-proclaimed king of toxic
masculinity.
masculinity. However, he ran into a major problem that almost destroyed his cam business. Tate owned a 10-bedroom house that became the workspace for these women. He kept food and alcohol in the house so that they could loosen up for work.
The girls used to drink, and this one girl drank too much wine. She threw up everywhere. I told her to clean up. She started giving me some attitude, so I took all her threw out the window. Got her 2 arms, took her ass, put her outside my door.
The girl demanded that he pay her the 1,000 euros that she was owed, and he didn't. Then 3 months later, at 5 o'clock in the morning, the English police raided his house. They took $100,000 worth of electronics, computers, cameras, and phones, and opened an investigation on him. Apparently, the woman just said that he hit her, and that prompted this raid.
Door comes off the hinges, boom, police bust in, fully armored, helmet.
However, every single girl that was in the house defended Andrew and said that he did not hit her and that she was lying. The woman even admitted to lying about the situation, but it still took him 2 years and $450,000 in legal fees for the case to close and for him to not be charged with any crimes. This situation prompted his move to Romania, which was the ideal place for him to live for a few different reasons.
People say, why do you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no.
That's funny as fuck. I literally just said that.
I like the idea of being able to just say to do what I want. I like being free.
And I met a police chief, and I told him my story, and he said, well, in Romania, if she doesn't have proof of if she doesn't have physical evidence, then there's no progression. If she can't say here's a red mark or here's where he hurt me,
hey, bro.
There's no case.
Hey, if he did live in a
this word on word, I said that makes a lot more sense.
So Romania is absolutely corrupt, but it's a corruption that everyone can participate in. I would much rather live in a country that's corrupt, where I get stopped for speeding and I give them a little bit of money, than a country that's corrupt like America, which says it isn't corrupt. You have to be a billionaire and have a private jet and go to islands to get away with it, you know? Like, if you're going to be corrupt, which every nation on earth is, then let everyone play the game.
It seems like Andrew moved to Romania to participate in a corrupt society. His mindset is that all governments are corrupt. At least in this country, he can be a part of it. So he started a new life with new businesses in Romania. There isn't a ton of information about his businesses, and he obviously doesn't like to talk about them, However, he bought a bunch of land out there and now cultivates tobacco, which he intends on producing his own cigars. He also owns 10% of the RXF, which is basically like the Romanian UFC. Some of the fights, he and his brother Tristan do the English commentary.
I never dreamed I'd have that name called out at a fight show that I was commentating, Andrew.
Around 2017, Andrew decided to ramp up his social media presence.
Alright, let's stop the video right here. Part 2, literally, I'm about to make it right now.